And this is Matthew Dean for the Musician Network here on 6th Street again at South by Southwest in Austin, Texas. We are here with The Haunt, aka Matt Hebert, not Herbert.
That's right.
Hebert. I made sure to make that distinction. This man is a veteran of South by Southwest. You have been here, what now?
8 years.
8 years now. He's been coming down and doing this.
Surprised I'm still alive after 4 days.
Yeah,
After 4 years, you're telling me.
Agree.
Why don't you go ahead and tell us a little bit about your newest album and your sound, and just give us some background, because you've been doing this for a while now.
Haunt this is the first album I'm releasing under the name Haunt. It was kind of my band's name was Haunt, and I kind of turned it over to my moniker. And album was live. We recorded 14 songs in 4 days, and we got a really good vibe going on. And it's kind of dark, spooky folk music, but with big, heavy drums on it.
Cool.
It's the best kind.
Yeah. Drums sound good when you hit them hard.
Now, you said you recorded it live. I mean, you guys just literally live in studio, like all set up and go, and
Yeah, we kind of looked at each other and counted to 4, no clicks, and
no clicks either.
rehearsed
All
a
right.
lot. It kind of had like a session kind of feel to it. Like the album sounds like a bunch of guys in a room for 5 days.
Yeah.
We're making it happen.
Do you do was there overdubbing or
Just vocals.
Just on the vocals?
A
Yeah.
couple of organ tracks
Okay.
were overdubbed, and most of all, we a few times we tried to overdub on the album and decided that we didn't really need it. It had enough on its own, So,
Cool.
there's some Hammond B3 stuff that was overdubbed. and some
That's
harmony
always fun.
vocals.
Now, what do you? I mean, obviously you're the principal songwriter, and then what do you actually perform on the album?
Acoustic guitar and vocal.
Acoustic guitar and vocal.
Yep, and then I have fellas that kind of back it up.
That
but,
come and do everything.
Most of my show, I write everything sitting on my couch with an acoustic guitar, and when I play live, it's almost always me by myself with an acoustic guitar, and
Yeah.
lots of empty cans of beer everywhere, and
Yep.
that kind of thing. Couldn't really afford to, tour with the whole band, so I started
Yeah.
playing mostly by myself, and
Yeah.
I turned into Mr. Haunt, as some woman just called me. Excuse me, Mr. Haunt.
Mr. Haunt.
That's great. That's a good way to get your name.
Yeah, well, they remember it, as opposed to Matthew Hebert.
Yeah. He's
Which
not
you're not.
Matthew
Which is a bit of a
Hebert.
funny story, because that guy's kind of famous, and his fans were showing up at my shows. I played in Toronto, and like 15 kids showed up thinking that I was him, and were very excited to meet me.
Yeah, and a little bit of background about Matthew Hebert is a DJ and I believe sound designer for Bjork. So definitely,
Experimental.
yeah,
Yeah,
much
avant-garde.
different.
So frumpy guy with an acoustic guitar.
So did you sign some autographs?
I sold records. They actually, this is really good. They lined up after the show, and then they all bought records. And one of the kids was like, "Do you have Plat de Jour with you?" And I was like, "Plat de Jour is the Matthew Hebert record." And I was like, they were like, "We thought you were branching out."
Yeah. So you've been coming down here 8 years. What keeps drawing you back here? What makes you keep coming back to Austin to do this?
It's really fun. I mean, this is a fun ass week. So a lot of
Indeed it
running
is.
around and drinking with my friends, playing music and singing a lot of music.
Kind of hanging and having a good time.
Like I said, I'm a music fanatic, and this is a music fanatic's kind of paradise.
Indeed it
There's
is.
so much great music being made these days. It's like there's so much crap in the mainstream, but there's so much amazing music being made in the underground, and
And that's
it's all
what
right here.
It all comes from the underground on the 6th Street
Yeah, absolutely.
for this week. It's-
Everything's a venue here. I mean, that guy's ass crack is a venue. There's bands setting up in there in like 10
I
minutes.
think I have one of these flyers
Right.
that's for his
Yeah,
ass crack, actually.
There's guys in package stores right now playing songs.
Yeah, we've been finding, man, we just stop on the streets and we see people just setting up like upright pianos and whatever instruments.
Everybody who's got a guitar and who's singing something, it's something that's coming out of them, and music is a great expression, and as human beings, like getting things out that they need to get out, and there's abundance of that here right now.
Yeah.
It's fucking cool.
Now you seem to just be, or as you describe yourself, I mean, you're just really just a rabid music lover. I mean, you just, here you create the music, but you absolutely just love it as well. Now, you had, now what kind of got you into music? What started all that? You've been doing it, I mean, for your whole life.
Yeah, I was literally 5 years old when I saw a commercial for a Kiss concert at the Springfield Civic Center, and they were monsters blowing fire and playing guitars, and I was like, I know exactly
Larger
what I
than
want to
life.
do
Yeah, exactly.
with my life. And my mother bought me a Kiss guitar. It was the guitar that had Kiss on it.
Nice.
And it was never in tune. And I would play it. I would strum like this and sing Kiss songs.
Ace Frehley.
Heavy metal turned into punk, and then punk turned into kind of folk and country.
Yeah.
And that I think that country music and punk music both have a kind of a lyrical urgency in them.
They do,
you know?
yeah. Thanks for hanging out and talking to
Hey,
us.
thanks a lot. Appreciate it. Hi, this is Matt Hebert from the band Haunt, and this is the Musician Network.